Hello everyone, welcome to Freedom Homestead. I'm Tangie.
And I'm Jack.
Long time no see. It's been a minute since we've been on here for a live, but we've had a lot going on.
Yeah, we've been busy the last couple of weeks, but we're back.
We're back.
We're back. The weather has dropped. It's extremely cold, and we decided
It's a good night for a fire.
let's light a fire. Let's have a fireside chat with everyone.
Yep, so it smells really good in the house. Feels nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna load up this so I can see who's with us. All right, comments are coming up.
Hello, Sandy and Amanda. Welcome, welcome. Glad you guys are here.
I'm trying. Ads are playing on this. There we are. Okay, so make sure this is adjusted. We'll give everybody just a few more minutes to see that we're on.
Hey guys, we're back.
Yeah.
Okay.
We
Max.
were actually really busy today, but we was like, we haven't gone live in a couple of weeks, so we need to go ahead.
Yeah, Jack said, "Are we gonna go live tonight?" And I was like,
It's Monday?
What
No,
day
you said
is it?
I didn't realize it was Monday.
"Yeah, that's what I just said. What day is it?"
Here comes some more people. Right Family Homestead.
Finally made it to a live.
Yeah.
Glad you're here.
Well, hello, Sue.
Ooh, Felicity from New Mexico.
All right.
Welcome, welcome, welcome.
There's one of our moderators.
Yay, Jennifer. Jennifer is awesome. The fire, right?
Yes.
We're loving
Yeah.
it. Aw, thanks, Christy. Glad you're here. Hello, Diana and Donna. So,
Yep. Hey, I missed you guys. Hello from Hannibal. I'm assuming that's Missouri.
Missouri, yeah.
Hannibal, Missouri.
Good deal.
So how's everyone doing? Did anybody that is
It is cozy.
joining us make it to Virginia last weekend? Was that last weekend?
That was last weekend, yeah.
For the homesteading conference out there.
Yep. And we have been, we've been busy. I have scheduled my test for my loan originator license. So I've been spending a lot of time during the day studying, which is why you guys haven't seen any videos from us. Just working on getting ready for that because it's a big one. It's a big test.
Oh, Wright family just built their first fire of the season too.
Yeah, it's
Where are they at? Do you remember?
no, I don't remember off the top of my head. But we are we're supposed to get down in the 20s tonight. And over the next couple of nights.
I think 3 nights in a row. And then it's gonna warm back up by the weekend.
Yeah.
But this is really good.
Oh, they're in southeast Missouri, so they're not that far.
Okay, so this is really good that we can go ahead and test this out when it's not just crazy cold. But we can at least test it out, make sure it works, actually kind of get used to it. Get used to your equipment, know how it works.
Yeah.
And yeah, we don't want to wait for the blizzard.
No.
And then, so we're ready to test this out. Wonder how it works.
Aww.
Wonder how. And we also want to see also how much heat is actually going to go, through into the other rooms, into the house.
It's very toasty in here. It's like so
It's
comfortable.
pretty warm in here.
Yeah.
But it smells great.
It does. It smells really good. Diana, I am so sorry to hear about your mom. She didn't make it to HOA. Her mom passed away.
Oh.
Very sorry to hear that. Thank you, Miss
sorry.
Bex. I should not be left alone with a pair of scissors.
Yeah, she did that.
It's funny. Let me tell you what
She
happened.
did that.
Let me tell you what happened. I was getting ready for a meeting and took a shower, got out of the shower. I looked at my hair and I went, that's just too much to deal with. And so I pulled it back into a ponytail and I cut about 4 inches off. It's shorter in the back, which is on purpose. So y'all are always wanting to know how I cut my own hair. first of all, I have 1 semester of cosmetology school under my belt, so I am technically a professional. Not really, but I do watch a lot of DIY
She's
hair cutting videos.
No, what do you call that? You're a beauty school dropout.
Yeah. So you can tell I pulled it back into a ponytail, right in the smack dab in the back of my head, and I pulled it out to about the length I wanted it, and then I cut it, and then I went through and then point cutted some layers, but yeah. So that's what I did.
But yes, Diana at Justice Acres, very sorry to hear about your loss, and
Yes.
prayers for your family.
Yeah.
And did anybody make it to the Homesteaders conference in Virginia?
Anyone in the chat?
In the chat, yeah, with us. We we weren't able to go this year. Just too much going on, finishing up the house, and just we're trying to get back on our feet, really, in a lot of different ways. Also, not just with the house, but
Yeah.
so yeah, it just was not time for us to get away.
Yeah. But we did have, of course, you guys know we went camping.
Mm-hmm.
He and I did.
We
And
did.
We had a wonderful
Yeah.
time, even though we could only stay the one night, and even though there was a burn ban where we were staying. So that really stuck. And we did cut our camping trip short, because it was like, what do you do when you go camping? You sit around a fire, you drink something warm, you just like talk and stare at the fire and poke at it with a stick. And
we couldn't get up
so-
in the morning and light a campfire.
Yeah,
So it was,
and I was really looking forward to that. Sitting with you, and it was so beautiful out, and the temperature was just right for campfire. It was campfire weather.
It was perfect.
But it got really cool that night. It got in the 30s, like in the upper 30s. And we did have a little, it's called a My Buddy heater. Mr. Buddy.
Oh yeah, the Mr. Buddy.
Mr. Buddy
It's a
heater.
little propane heater,
Yeah.
and
We had it in our tent, and it kept us nice and warm, and it was really nice.
yeah. And I did bring my little Coleman camp stove, which also runs off of a little 1 pound propane cylinder, and you had
Yeah, Boston Rocks we saw your video.
you
That
had
was
pre-made
awesome.
some. Actually, we brought some of our canned items, and we were able to just make some quick meals using the propane stove.
Yes. Yeah, it was nice. I think the potatoes were really good. The barbecue was really good. But then we came home Saturday and kind of putzed around the house. And then Sunday evening, I had company. Anybody know who that beautiful face is? That would be Miss Anna from Fermented Homestead. And we actually did a pantry chat video. We have over an hour's worth of footage that we have to go through. But we talked about a lot of different things. We talked about why we feel
Did she
strong.
go live tonight?
I did not.
I forgot to check. We
I
were
didn't get a
busy.
notification.
We usually kind of watch her too.
We should get a notification if she did.
But
I don't know.
she may have mentioned that too.
She
But
may
yeah,
have.
so maybe by next week y'all may have some videos coming out
Yeah.
about the visit.
Yeah, hopefully by next week, but I'm really excited because we talked about canning, we talked about health, we talked about being moms, we talked about lots of different things. It was really good chat.
There's Grammy Karen.
Hey Miss
Trying to
Bessie.
see who all. Yeah.
Oh, Anna was not on tonight. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't get a notification for her either.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you don't know who we're talking about, I think everybody in the chat knows who we're talking about, but just in case somebody is coming back and watching the replay, Anna has a channel called Fermented Homestead. She and her husband and son live, they bought several acres out there in Missouri, and they moved from Washington State to Missouri. So they're basically reestablishing a homestead, and she cooks and cans and ferments, and she is a wealth of knowledge when it comes to gut health. So she has really, really fantastic content. Highly recommend. the
She was
Fermented
gathering tomatoes
Homestead.
before the freeze tonight.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, we're in a freeze warning. Actually, the freeze
Yes.
warning, I saw it on the big map, and Missouri, Kentucky, Tennessee, probably Virginia, West Virginia. It's probably it's that whole area. I think some of the freeze warnings even go down into northern Alabama, northern Georgia, like the northern part of that state. So
Yeah.
so it's a huge, I guess, cold front coming down from Canada. You know, all down in this area. So yeah.
Say what part of Missouri that Anna is in. She's in the region of Missouri that, what is it called? Baker Creek is at.
Yeah, she's not far from where the Baker Creek Seed Company is. She's close to. I mean, she's.
Don't give too much away.
Yeah.
But she's in that region.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah.
She's on the opposite side of St. Louis. I'll say that.
Yeah. How cold? Here we are supposed to get down in the 20s tonight. So I think at 28. Does that sound right? 28 degrees tonight.
Yeah, in the 20s. I mean, not like crazy cold, like I said.
Right.
But enough for us to at least test this out. And
Cold.
just enjoy
Yep.
it.
I brought the mums in. If y'all can see that, so they don't freeze tonight.
Yeah, we brought mums in.
Yeah.
Brought them.
There's 3. Oh, the other one's over there.
Yeah. There's more.
Yeah. So
But something else we did. We got our garden completely cleaned out.
Yep.
So we did prepare it for the freeze. We've got it all cleaned out, and we've got it covered right now.
Yes.
With a huge
silage tarp.
Yep.
Yep.
We have not cleaned out like the raised bed areas.
Right.
But our big in-ground garden, we've completely cleaned it out.
Yeah.
And winterized it.
Yep. Yep. So it's good to go. Chickens are doing good. They're not laying anything right now, but they're doing good.
Yeah, we're pretty sure that
Gotta find this meme.
they're
for
molting.
y'all.
That our barred rocks are molting right now, and
She smells
our
like
young birds,
haven't laid any yet.
they're not ready to start laying yet.
Soon though.
Yeah, should be soon, but
Yeah.
they haven't started that yet. They're still growing.
Yeah, I gotta show y'all this meme that one of my Facebook friends shared on on Facebook. And I commented, I said, "That's us." See if I
In
can
the
find
20s tonight in Minnesota, then back up to 70 next week. Yeah, that's what it's going to do here. It's supposed to be in the 20s, and then I think the high tomorrow is going to be about 50. It's going to be like that for 2 or 3 days here, and then by Sunday and Monday, it's going to be almost 80 degrees again.
Yeah.
So it's one of those roller coasters. It's that weather where you got to be careful, or everybody's going to get sick. Because it dips down and then it goes up and it dips down, and people with sinuses and allergies and stuff like that, it's just, it's havoc on colds and stuff.
Okay, so it says, me, I was hoping I could get some eggs, chickens. Best I can do is poop. And that made me LOL, because that is so our chickens right now.
Oh, Jennifer says theirs are molting too, down to 3 or 4 eggs a day.
Yeah, it stinks because we have 12 hens and I'm getting 1 egg every other day.
So here's something I don't know. So when they start molting, how long does that process take before they're done and back to normal?
Yeah, our hens, our older hens are 2 years old now. So I think this is kind of the first time.
Because it seems like they've been
laying regularly.
Yeah, but they have not been laying regularly, and we're seeing lots of feathers everywhere for the last month.
Yeah.
So I don't know how long this goes.
Yeah, let's see. Grammy Karen said our grown hens are molting and our young ones not old enough to lay. Bought eggs for the first time.
So
this
Donna
week in 2
says, I
years.
think 6 to 8 weeks.
Okay, so hopefully they're getting to the end.
So I would say we're probably about halfway through that,
Yeah.
maybe towards the end of it, I hope.
Months. Do you guys have any projects set for the winter? Yes.
A couple of months.
All house, all the time. Is that what you're talking about?
What?
my goal is to finish up our house projects this winter, so that way it will finally be off our plate, and then come spring we can focus all of our energy on expanding our growing spaces and growing as much food as possible.
All that mulch we got, or where they had chopped up the trees that they were cutting, we got that before the house
Yes.
broke.
Yes.
Okay, so it's been out there now
For over a year.
for nearly 2 seasons.
Yeah.
So that means it's had a lot of time to break down
It's
too.
had a lot, yeah.
So the plan is to take all of those, chopped up trees, all that mulch bark, and spread it out in the area where we're going to have our raised beds, and get this really thick area all mulched down. And then we have 6 or 8 raised beds planned for that area.
Yes.
In addition to the 3 or 4 that's already out there. So
Yeah.
when she says we're going to expand, we mean it.
We're
really
expanding.
going to try to expand.
Yeah.
Definitely we're expanding how many raised beds we have. And our in-ground garden, I don't know. I mean, the size it is, I think, is a good size. But if we expand all the raised bed area,
We can't go this way with it anymore, or then we're gonna run into the utility pole.
yeah, and buried electric lines and stuff. I
Yeah.
don't wanna do that.
And we could probably
Put raised beds over it.
We could probably come this way, maybe a foot or two, which might. I mean, and when you think about it, if we've got like 8 rows of food, and you pull it out 2 feet, I mean that's like 2 more plants a row. I mean that, and you're not losing that much yard. So that, I mean, if we're gonna expand that garden, we could probably do that.
Yeah.
Um,
I decided to attend the live tonight.
Glad you're here.
Thank you.
Glad you're here.
Are you saving any of your seeds?
Yes, we have saved. Oh goodness. Let's see. Well, I was gonna save some okra seeds, but then decided not to. And first of all,
Yeah.
the I have so many.
Yeah,
I
it's
have
because
so
you already
many
have
from
a
years
bunch.
past. Yeah. But yeah, I saved some seeds this year, but the ones that I didn't save are ones that I already have a whole bunch of. So, but yeah, I think it's definitely worth learning, especially in this time when just nothing is guaranteed. You're not guaranteed to be able to get seeds next year, so it is a good idea to save as much as you can for sure.
Yeah, especially if you don't have a whole lot already saved.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, we definitely have enough for a few years, just what we have in inventory now.
Our big sunflower heads went to the chickens.
Yes, because
we
I still
let them treat on those.
Yeah, I still have lots of sunflower seeds that I saved a couple of years ago.
I've seen the Facebook post.
Yay!
Are they talking about our Facebook post?
Yes.
Awesome.
Yep, glad you guys.
Yeah,
are.
sometimes people don't know we're going live, and so we thought, and I guess we only posted it 20-30 minutes before we went live, but
Yeah.
but sometimes that definitely helps let people know.
Yeah, so Grammy Karen said we saved ours this year, future is uncertain. It really is, and with that being said, you guys know that when I get groceries, I've been setting aside part of our grocery budget to stock up the pantry. Well, I actually went to the salvage store last week and had a good haul. And I have it on video, and I'm almost done editing it. I'm telling y'all, when I say it's been busy. It's been busy. So I haven't finished editing that yet, but I do plan on getting that up for you guys this week. My goal, I need to get back on track with my eating plan. You guys know that I have some things going on, working with a functional nutritionist. She highly recommends doing low carb for what I have because it's anti-inflammatory, and I've really gotten off track. And one thing that I noticed since we have been eating out of the pantry is that I did not have enough low carb friendly foods in the pantry. So when I went to the salvage store, that was the goal, was to start building.
Brandy's got a question for
Start
you
building
here.
that up. When you save seeds, do you use the little bags over the flowers to keep bees from cross-pollinating them? I had never heard of that before, but it makes sense, I guess, to keep seeds true to type. If that is your goal, then yes, that would make sense. But no, I do not do that. I kind of feel like, you know, if you're, I don't want to say survival times, because that just sounds so like severe. But when you're saving seeds so you can grow food, I'm not really concerned about that. My concern.
Hola, there's Sonny's place.
Hey, my concern is just making sure that I can grow food. But yes, if you want to preserve that species, that breed. Do you say breed for plants? I don't think so, but you know what I'm saying. Then
Probably
yes,
not. Yeah.
Then yes, the bags over the plants is definitely the way to go.
Let's see. Grammy Karen said her chicken's got a watermelon today.
Oh,
That's
nice.
awesome. That's an awesome
You
treat.
know, our watermelon that's been sitting, it's our last watermelon from the garden.
We've still got that?
It's still sitting on the counter in there.
How have I not seen that?
Because you're not observant.
Have you moved it? Because I have
No. It's been in the same place for like a month and a half. Bless it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all right though. That's because you're too busy thinking about other things.
I bet
That's
when I
okay.
walk in there and see it, I was like, yeah, because I work around. If there's stuff there, I just work around it.
Oh, I love it.
So what about our watermelon? Do you think it's any good still?
I don't know. I mean, watermelons can keep for a while, but that's supposedly if you keep them in a cool, dry place, out of sunlight, but it's been in our kitchen on the countertop. So
Well, I mean, if it's not good, it's gonna go to use anyway.
It might be chicken fodder.
It'll be chicken treats.
Exactly.
So it definitely won't just be thrown into the trash.
I need to ask y'all a question.
Eat the watermelon, Jack.
Hey,
Tim.
Hang on, I can't remember the channel name. I'll find it here in a minute. But she has an indoor grow room. And that was what I told you the other day, that I found something that I wanted us to do, but then I never told you what it was. It is the coolest thing.
That's because I'm a dream killer.
That was a funny story. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to see if I can find it. But do any of y'all have an indoor grow room where you can actually grow food year round? Can any of y'all do that? Let's see.
So I remember in my gardener, Luke had his basement set up with a hydroponic system there for a while. I don't know if he still has that. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
He had a huge hydroponic system set up, which is awesome.
The Provident Prepper has a video called How to Grow an Indoor Survival Garden. She makes it look super easy.
Yeah. I don't need to watch it.
It's metal shelves, pots, grow lights. They use shop lights with the grow bulbs. She grows everything: peppers, cherry tomatoes, lettuce, kale, spinach, herbs. And she said that in the beginning of that video, when you watch
somebody
it,
says I have an arrow garden that I grow in all year.
Oh, cool. Is it legal there yet? Not that kind of indoor garden,
that's
Tim.
Tim. Yeah.
No. But in the beginning of the video, she talks about how there's a sandwich that she and her family love, and she said that her goal was to grow everything that goes on the sandwich in her house. And anyway, it's super cool. Watch the video. I think this is a really great time to experiment with something like that. And I would love. We have a.
Hey, there's someone from Elizabethtown.
Oh, cool.
Cold Creek Homestead.
We
from E-Town.
we have downstairs, when we started putting the interior walls in, when we started rebuilding the basement, that we were going to make into a bathroom, but we don't have the funds for that. I think it would be a great area to maybe try doing an indoor
Could.
grow room.
Yeah, it's a small room. I mean, it's going to be used as a bathroom one day.
One day, yeah.
But yeah.
But right now it's just holding paint. So
That's
anyway,
true.
but I'll send the video to you and you should watch it and see if we
yeah.
can do, even if it's on a smaller
Right
scale.
now it's more of a storage closet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But even if it's on a smaller scale, if all we had was one shelf and we grew salad greens on it, I mean, that would be
If
pretty
we
cool.
leave the house, are we supposed to put the fire out?
I mean, I hardly ever leave the house, so I don't know.
I know. You can't get her to leave very long.
That's been a recurring statement. We've been talking about traveling, you know, and my thing is, like, I'm not afraid to travel. I am not afraid to travel.
What it's doing right now.
I am covered in the blood. I am not afraid to travel.
So what it's doing right now,
I just
clear
don't-
it up. So
I just like being at home.
it's almost all
Not your room, Tim.
it's almost all ashes right now, and the damper is about half open. If I close that damper and we leave, that's just gonna keep hot coals for several hours. It's not really gonna burn, it's just gonna keep the hot coals for several hours. And then let's say we leave for church on Sunday morning, come back around noon, and it was like that. Then we could open the damper, put a couple more logs in there, and it's going again. So that would be fine. I don't know what other people's saying.
Granny
Yeah,
Karen
let
said,
it burn.
Lordy day, we don't put it out. It's contained in an iron box.
Yeah.
And we don't want it to go out. That's true, because
Yeah.
you just use the coals to restart it.
Yeah, if it's doing what it's supposed to be doing, you should not ever have to worry about it.
Yeah.
It's kind of like turning your HVAC system on.
Yeah.
Um,
So let me tell y'all really quick, going back to the grow room really quick. How I rabbit trailed to that was somebody had posted in Roots and Refuge's Facebook group. And I wish I had screenshotted the post, but this woman brought in her green stock into her house and put it in a grow tent in her kitchen.
I'm not going to do that. We're not going to do that.
Well, I know that, but that's how I find it. And I thought it was an excellent idea. But so I didn't even know there was such thing as a grow tent. But if you go onto Amazon, they have them. So basically, it's a tent that has like a reflective inside. So when you put your grow light in it, it reflects all around. You can put little tables in there and trays, but she put her green stock and she showed it, and she had lettuce and herbs and all kinds of stuff growing in that. And I just thought that was genius.
Yeah, I think Sonny's place is asking about the freeze tonight. Yeah, and I mentioned earlier that freeze is pretty much 5 or 6 states. It's Kentucky, Missouri, Tennessee,
Yeah.
I think Virginia, maybe West Virginia.
Log Cabin says light freeze here in northeast Arkansas.
Yeah, the northern part of maybe Georgia, Alabama, evidently Arkansas. So it's a huge freeze. So yeah, people that are still got garden stuff, I mean, I guess it's a good thing that last week we cleaned our garden out and prepped it for winter.
Yep. Aphrodite said, just crocheting up a storm. It is perfect weather to be crocheting. Actually, our daughter has been working on crocheting a blanket. Well, hey, Miss Becky.
Hey, Becky.
I missed you guys too, and it physically hurt our hearts not to be there.
Well, see, and what was, I guess, painful part of it is, I mean, we enjoyed.
Oh, that reminds me. Keep talking.
Okay, we really enjoy getting text and photos and Marco Polos and all that. So people that were there would take a picture and send it to us and stuff. That's awesome. We really enjoyed that. So we were kind of living through everybody that was there sending us stuff like that. But it made us very homesick for our Homestead.
Our Homestead friends.
And being there because, I mean, oh yeah, you got to talk about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I'll shut up now. You tell the story.
well, I thought you were going to talk about
Oh,
this person
okay.
being there. Yeah.
So we wanted to go for many, many reasons. I mean, we love hanging out with all of our friends and being at the Homesteaders conference. I mean, and learning and sharing and more learning and fellowshipping.
And more sharing.
But there was a speaker there this year that we have not had there and we hadn't met. And I've been following this dude for a while now. And I was like, man, we're going to miss it. I'm not going to get to meet him. I was so looking forward to meeting him. And it's John Lovell. John Lovell to me is he's a really cool dude. The way he talks about, protecting your family, protecting your home. I think he talked about protecting your homestead and homestead security and stuff. He's Army guy. He's just, and the way he explains things and talks about it, I just think it's really cool. So we really were disappointed that we weren't going to get to meet him.
Yeah.
So go for it.
But we have lots of good friends that go to HOA and that work at HOA. And so Constance and Julie and Anna, we call ourselves the sauerkraut gals. Along with Becky and Leanne
low.
and Cassandra and some others, were all out eating at the restaurant that we ate at last year that had the most amazing food. Anyway, and sure enough, Mr. John Lovell is there. So Constance says, we are not leaving here until he signs something for Tangi and Jack. So they got us a napkin with a note signed by Mr. John Lovell. And this absolutely...
It was funny.
Oh my goodness. I was so excited, but I'll read to you what it says. It says, Tangi, yo, your friend couldn't do better than a stupid napkin. Sorry I missed you, John Lovell. And then he said too many S's because he put 3 S's in missed, but that's okay because John Lovell wrote it, so we really don't care. He could put 10 S's in there, and it would just make us feel like he really, really meant it.
Yeah, and again, I mean, everybody said he was real cool to hang out with, nice guy and everything. I'm just going by the videos that I've watched and interviews that he's done and stuff. If he's like that in person,
Oh yes, Tim, this will be getting
and
framed.
if you like, number one, if you like firearms and security and training, because he does some amazing training videos, but I think he also, not only does he have YouTube channels and stuff, he actually now has a YouTube TV. TV broadcast or whatever we want. He's got his own. Yeah. It's not just a channel.
So if you don't know who we're talking about, his channel is called Warrior Poet Society. And one of the things that I appreciate, especially having a husband who loves his family, who is a protector, provider, and I recognize that is a dying breed. I love that John Lovell uses his platform to encourage that. In a society where masculinity is being told is toxic and wrong, I'm glad to see someone use their platform to show how vital. It's not just important in the family structure.
There's a few people sharing his YouTube link there.
It's important in our society to have strong men. And I'm very grateful that he's that.
So Boston Rock 76, Pork Rind stayed at the same hotel as me. I was surprised to come downstairs and see him at breakfast. We did get to meet him last year, and he's a really cool dude too. He's super excited. I won't say excited, but he's
enthusiastic.
Yes, he's got a lot of energy.
A lot of energy. He's fun. He's really fun.
And it kind of rubs off on everybody that he's around.
Yeah.
So that would be cool that would be cool to have him.
Yes, Warrior Poet Society. Yes.
Yeah, and he explains, why the name is the Warrior Poet.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's just he's somebody that I would have wanted to have met in person and talked to for a little bit.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Grammy Karen said, Graybeard is one of the best protectors, patriots, and loves his family. I am fortunate. That's her husband. And yes, I agree. It's good when you have strong men in your family who have not bent to this idea that that men with those strong traits are evil or bad. Yeah. It's ridiculous.
And of course you had the Salatins there.
Yeah.
I think
Daniel and Joel.
Mm-hmm. And who else was there that I saw? Jill Winger, I think, was there again. Was there.
Mm-hmm. And really quick, while you're thinking, I wanted to say this too. We did not get to go, but we did get to watch John Lovell's talks because we are Homesteaders of America members. Mm-hmm. So if you're like us and you want to see these speeches, but you couldn't go, if you look, I don't know if it's in our current description box, but
I don't know.
But if you go to Homesteaders of America and sign up for a membership, there's different tiers. And we don't have the most expensive one. I think we have the middle one. It gives your family access for a year to all of the videos from all of the Homestead, the conferences.
Yeah.
So you can go back and watch Joel Salatin, Jill Winger.
Yeah, somebody says Daniel Salatin's talk Saturday was great. Mm. Someone says I was at John's speech. He was good. So yeah, if you are a HOA member, you can log into that site and
go
watch.
Into your portal. Yeah.
You can see all those.
Yeah.
And so
now some of them, I think it depends on the tier that you have. Like we can see the ones that happened in the big tent.
The big tent was the one that was
whatever it's called.
Yeah, the big barn was being videoed.
So that's one that
I don't know if they were all being videoed. But
no, that one was live streamed. But anyway, check it out. See if it's something that for you. But I highly encourage it because you do get to see those speeches, and there's just so much that you can get.
And even if it's people that you've seen before, I mean, we've gone to the HOA conference many, many times. Every time we go, we learn a whole lot of new stuff. Even if we're listening to the same people that we've heard before. I mean, every time we hang around, off grid with Doug and Stacy.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm always going to learn something from them.
Yep.
But yeah, so cool stuff.
Reviving Stewardships with us tonight. Hello.
Hey.
But yeah, became an HOA member a few months ago.
Cool.
Totally worth the cost. And I would also add that if you are a homeschool family, it's a great homeschool resource too. You can just take that information and put it towards your education hours.
Yeah.
And it works. Let's see. But yeah, I saw that Boston Rocks, she did some videoing there. And then of course Emma was there. Yeah, it was, like I said, it physically hurt our hearts not to be there. And I even went.
I know where she's going with this.
I was like, we never do anything spontaneous and crazy. Let's just be irresponsible and just go. Let's just go. We'll find a place to stay. I don't know where we're going to come up with the money, but let's just go. And he was like, that would be great, but we can't do that. Yeah. I'm like, yeah.
She was
very killing me.
Yeah, she was pressing hard, but we just couldn't do it this year.
Yeah. Sunny's Place, Emma said, we didn't go to as many talks because we were hanging out with our homesteading family. We did the exact same thing last year. We only went to a couple. The one I think that we both enjoyed the most probably was Mike Fit Farmer.
Yep.
He even had a standing ovation.
Yeah, we had not seen him before, and we really enjoyed.
Well, I had met him before in person one year.
But we had not seen his presentation or his talk.
No, not his presentation. It was awesome.
And his subject too.
Yeah.
And I saw, again, we're seeing these photos that people are posting and sending to us, and of course, it was awesome. But Stacy Lynn Harris was there. But
Yeah.
I don't know if she was one of the speakers this year. Was she one of the speakers?
I don't know if she was a speaker. I know she was a.
But I saw that she was back.
Yeah. Tim said he's been to HOA each year and still haven't seen one speaker. That's because you are a workhorse.
Tim, he's just out there doing everything.
He is. Well, he's Tim's role at HOA is so incredibly important. If you have ever been to an HOA, you know how there is so much walking to do. And Tim drives, he brings his own cart, and he will haul people from one end to the other. If someone needs to be somewhere quickly, they get Tim on the radio. Hey, Tim, can you meet me over here? And he just drives.
Well,
back and
he's
forth,
also
back and forth.
communicating. He'll go check on the people that's parking, and he'll go check on the people that are checking tickets, and then he'll run back and see if Amy needs something. And I mean, he's just, he helps keep everything going while everybody gets to enjoy it.
Absolutely. And I tell you what,
I know there's a whole crew. There's a huge crew.
Yeah.
But I definitely can single him out as a solid part of that.
Yeah, people very much rely on Tim. And I remember the first year, there was, I don't know if it was the first day or the second day, but I swear my feet were going to fall off.
Yeah.
And Tim showed up in his cart and he was like, "Do you need a ride?" Yes. And Tim, honestly, I think if I had 30 more seconds, I could have laid my head on your shoulder and fallen asleep. I was absolutely wiped out. And you were a lifesaver coming to get me so I didn't have to walk all the way to the other end of the place.
And I remember one year, I believe it was the second year number 2 of the HOA, when we were there a day or two early to start setting up all the tents and all the vendor booths. The remnants of a hurricane were coming through.
Yes.
And we set that whole place up in a torrential downpour with heavy winds. I mean, we literally were in the tailings of a hurricane.
Yeah.
And then the next day when the conference started, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
It was beautiful. And I'm thinking they'll never know how crappy it was 24 hours ago.
Yeah.
But yeah, I remember that year.
It was awesome, though. It was awesome. Yeah, in fact, I had a bunch of, I guess today I had some memories on my Facebook from the first, was it the first HOA
very first one?
Or the second one?
That was at a different location too.
Yep, the first one was at a different location. But it was fun. It was good memories, good memories.
I think the first 2 years were at different locations.
The first one.
And
it
then,
was the first one because it was the one where I met Joel Salatin for the first time.
Tim's, yeah, I was soaked that year. Yeah, I mean.
That's me back when my hair was brown, for those of y'all who weren't around back then. But
reminiscing.
Yeah, I was the vendor coordinator for the first 2 years.
That was what, 4 or 5 years ago? How long ago was that? Oh, that was
5 years.
Year number 1.
Yeah. Yeah, that was good times though. Good times. Yeah.
So we got some more people that just joined us.
Made a fool of myself in front of Joel Salatin. And in front of Esther Emery. But we don't really talk about that one very much. Remember what I did with her at the hotel?
I remember she was staying in a room just 1 or 2 rooms down from us.
Yeah.
And I think you saw her walk by your window. And didn't you run out?
In my pajamas while brushing my teeth?
Okay.
Yeah. That was me.
Well, that's how we roll.
Sure was.
At Freedom Homestead.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah.
And then she said, "Are you okay? Do you need to go back inside?" And I looked, I had a washcloth in one hand and my toothbrush in the other, and I was like, yeah, I probably should.
Yeah, he's like, oh, I get that a lot.
Yeah. So maybe I should, go in and put on some publicly acceptable clothing and then come out.
That was funny.
Accost her in the parking lot.
But those first 2 years were actually awesome because that is where I think we really clicked and met Tim and
Oh yeah.
I mean, and Amy, and I mean, just a bunch of them, and we just, it was fun.
Yeah.
It was fun.
I remember.
Alderman Farms, and we
Yes.
just all hung out for the whole weekend. We
Yeah.
got to stay a couple days after, and then we all went as a Homestead group
Yeah.
to Joel Salatin's farm and spent the afternoon out there.
Which was so awesome to have that private
yeah, he took us on a hayride and just showed us everything.
We had him all to ourselves for.
It was awesome.
It was great. It was really,
awesome.
really great. But yeah, you almost punched Anna at Costco. That is hilarious. That is hilarious. It was so very cool. It was very, very cool. Never been on a farm before. Oh my goodness. It's really amazing how they have everything set up to be sustaining. Like it's just, I don't know. It's funny because it's one of those things where it's so simple that you're just like, why didn't I think of it? But it's also, just works so well. You're like, that's amazing.
He has to figure it all out. And there's a lot of, planning. And if we do this, then we can do this after that. And then that, it just kind of, it creates a circle of life type thing and just sustains itself.
Is the door open?
No.
Oh.
It
just
probably
looks like
just
it.
like wood popping. So yeah, he has to set all that up. But once it gets going and functioning, it pretty much sustains itself, which is why it's called sustainable. But yeah, it's pretty neat to see that in operation.
Yeah. What do you mean we forgot about you, Tim? We just talked about you for like 30 minutes.
Well, I don't think Tim was there with us at the farm.
Oh, yeah. No, he wasn't there at the farm.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I do remember the first time I saw Tim, I had no idea who he was because he had got his hair cut and he had shaved his beard. And I remember asking somebody, who's that guy? And they said, that's Tim Beverly. I went, that's Tim Beverly?
No, it ain't.
Oh, when you went to the farm, I'm sorry. I didn't know you. Did no one tell you about it? Or what?
Usually, that's us. Usually we're the ones who's like, what? Y'all got to do what? No one told us.
Yeah. Skinner Farms, you shouldn't have been. I'm glad you did. We have your sticker on our refrigerator. Or it's your magnet, not your sticker.
Let's see.
If I ever
I
went...
was nervous to come. Oh, that's what you were just talking about.
Yeah. If I ever went, I would probably be hiding from everyone. If you went to HOA, oh, no. You absolutely should not, because it is so cool to meet people. I mean, it's just like, just don't do that. But listen, I'll tell you what, Rebecca, if we're ever at HOA together, you come find me, okay? Don't hide from me, just come find me. And then I will take you and introduce you to everybody. So then that way, you won't feel weird. It'll be a friend introducing to other friends.
Jeanette, they're getting ready to go on a trip.
To Arkansas.
All right, I hope you have a safe trip.
Yeah, be careful.
Yeah, hope it goes well.
That would be fun.
Can always wear a mask. So anyway.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of what else. Oh, I know something big that's happened this week.
Okay.
We hit 60,000 subs.
That is correct.
On YouTube. How crazy is that?
Mm-hmm.
I remember when we was just a small channel, and the only person that followed me was my mom.
We've been blessed. And we're very thankful. Crazy. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, that's something. I mean, at this point, we're really just enjoying it, having fun, and learning so much along this journey. So this is awesome.
Thank you. Is it Dark Lord Manet? Is that how you pronounce that, or is it Dark Lord Manet? He said 60,000 plus one because he
awesome.
Subbed.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We really appreciate it.
I'm assuming he. Many women don't necessarily call themselves Dark Lord. Maybe Dark Lordess, but not Dark Lord.
Pretty soon it'll be 100,000.
Aw.
Well, I mean, I don't know.
Mean it.
I don't
Dark
know.
Lord.
One day maybe.
Okay.
I mean, I never thought we'd be here. I never thought we
No.
would get 10,000, to be honest with
Yeah. That's cool. Hey, Money Pit Homestead.
you. Hey there.
Let's see. My sister jumps on from time to time. We share because she's bored. That's understandable. I have 4 brothers and 2 sisters. I understand sharing.
Yeah.
But yeah, let me see. Okay, so we cleaned out the garden. I've been canning a lot, but I have put my canning stuff up for the time being because of my test that's coming up. So if you missed the top of the hour, I have been studying to get my loan originator's license. I'm a loan processor, and my boss wants me to get my LO license, so just so I can help do a little bit more stuff. And anyway, so my test is at the end of the month, and I am cramming because I am nervous as all get out. Like I just want to pass it the first time, so I don't ever have to do it again.
Yeah. Yeah, so you're focusing on that.
Yay!
And, but yeah, it's, you know,
man.
cold weather's coming through, so that's going to kind of pretty much end the growing season for us, which is a good thing because you need some time now
Yeah.
for your studying.
Yes.
So, yeah.
But as far as stocking the pantry, I will continue setting aside part of our grocery budget to go toward prepping. I really encourage all of you all to do the same because we don't know how the rates are going to, how grocery prices are going to keep going up. Supply chain is who knows what, especially with things going on overseas. We don't know how that's going to directly affect us here. So anything that you can set aside for you and your family, the better off you are going to be. But always do everything with faith and not fear.
That's true.
Just focus what you got in front of you and plow away at it.
Yeah.
Let's see, shout out to all the homesteading channels I watch. Y'all all have been very helpful with reminding me details I have forgotten of how I grew up.
Yeah,
Thank you all for doing what you do. That's a really great point.
There's a lot of great homesteading channels.
Yes.
And you can learn a ton of information.
Awesome.
I mean, the people that's with us, I mean, if you just start going back and checking a lot of these people out, you're going to learn so much. And I mean, they're like us. They do it because they enjoy it and they want to share with others.
Yeah.
You want more sisters.
Let's see. Oh me, oh my, the music OG garlic from Johnny C. The bulbs are huge. I was like, what? Thank you, Jesus. Yes, I've gotten all of my garlic in. I need to plant
That's right.
it
We do have the
ASAP.
garlic.
Yes.
Yeah.
Keep your prayers to the pastor test. Thank you so much. I really, really appreciate that. I think my problem is that I overthink things. And so if I see a question and I know that a lot of these are going to be multiple choice, I will overthink it to death. So I'm hoping I can just stay focused.
Plus, it's been a while since you've been taking tests.
Yeah. I mean, I'm 42. So how many years is that since high school?
So yeah, you don't regularly take tests like this.
No.
So
no, and what's frustrating is because I have been taking practice tests is that they kind of trick you. Like they'll give you the answer and it looks like it's the answer, but then they'll change one word.
yeah, I hate that.
I know. That's just mean. It's just mean. But yeah, so I'm nervous. But my boss, he was like, if you fail it the first time, just know that most people do fail it the first time. If you fail it the second time, just so you know, some people will still fail it the second time. But you really need to pass it the third time. Because if you fail it a third time, you have to wait 6 months before you can take it again.
Yeah, it's kind of like the 3 strikes, I guess.
Yeah, something like that. Something like that. Thank you. 24 years, 10. Thank you. Yeah, so we're not quite to the 25-year reunion mark. Not that I would go to my 25-year. Listen, I went to my 10-year reunion and I was so sad.
They say you got this.
None of my friends went to our 10-year reunion. I was like, y'all stink. I will never go back. Never go back. Ever again. It was terrible. Thank y'all. Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you. I appreciate that. I'm looking forward to it just being over so I don't have to think about it anymore and I can just do the work. Just do the work.
I didn't go to any of my 10-year, 15-year, 20-year. I didn't go to any of mine reunions. I mean, I still kind of live in the same town. So the ones that I was friends with, that I stayed friends with, are the ones that I still see. I don't have to,
Yeah.
the ones that I lost touch with that haven't seen in 2 decades, they probably don't want to see me either. I mean,
yeah, it's like if
otherwise
you
we'd have kept in touch.
Yeah, exactly. Tim says, I have no friends. Then what am I, chop liver? Wow.
You got 2 in Kentucky.
Wow, Tim. I'm hurt. I'll be 45 on November 8th. Yep, I'm not far behind you. Not far behind you. And happy early birthday, because you're just a couple of weeks away.
Yep.
Haven't moved, hardly see any of the people from high school anyhow, and really don't care. Exactly. I mean, I don't know. I feel like I don't talk to a whole lot of people that I went to school with. We keep up with each other on Facebook, but we don't talk.
So that reminds me, I'll share this real quickly.
It's getting really
So we had a lot of errands that we had to run. I had to get some work done on a vehicle today, and we had to go different appointments in town. So one store I went into, somebody I knew that used to be our neighbor from several years ago worked there. I didn't know it, and they said, "Oh, hey, Jack, how are you?" And I said, "Good." And they said, "Well, I watch y'all on YouTube." I was like, "Oh,
Wait,
okay."
what?
Yeah. They said, "Yeah."
At the car place?
No.
Oh,
No,
I missed it.
No, I haven't even told you about this yet.
Wow, okay.
But yeah, they said, "Oh yeah, I've subscribed to your channel and watch you." And I was like, you never know. So they may be watching right now. You know who you are. Yeah.
That's cool. You never know. You never know who you're gonna run into. Yeah, it's interesting how after you leave school, people who maybe kind of ignored you or maybe weren't very nice to you. But I mean, like, everybody grows up.
It's amazing how people change.
Yes. Yeah. Everybody
some people
just
don't change, but it's amazing how some people do change, and you're like, wow. I mean,
yeah. High school wasn't so bad for me. Middle school, on the other hand, was horrible. Middle school was awful. But yeah.
Yeah, I was homeschooled, so no reunions for me. Yeah. Well, yeah, that'd be our kids too.
Every day would be a reunion. Let's see. We get more subscribers so you can get to... Yes, so I can get my goats.
Oh. Man, people will not let that...
I just need
leave it alone, will they?
I just need 940,000 more subscribers.
How many?
940,000.
Oh, that was the million thing.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I can get goats that will help us
Heck yeah.
survive the apocalypse. I hope I get to it before then.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Our hour's up. It's 9 o'clock.
You getting saved
It's
by
9
the
o'clock
bell.
here.
Notice how he was really quick to go, oh no.
Yeah, well, we're gonna get goats, but it's time to go.
Did I cut my hair? Is it my hoodie? I cut my hair.
Yep, she cut it
Yeah.
herself.
Myself.
It looks good.
Thank you. Yeah.
So.
But she's not counting, exactly. I'm just counting down to the goats.
Mulberry Farms could send you some.
Yes, they can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When we reach 1 million, they can send us all of them. Does your boss have goats still?
No, they don't have goats. My boss, they're a young family. They raised dairy goats because their daughters could not have cow's milk. But they outgrew their allergy. And so because they travel a lot, they couldn't keep their goats because they weren't home to take care of them. So they don't have their goats anymore.
Yeah. All right, you want to wrap it
Susie,
up? What?
Susie, I got my package. Thank you so much. She's the one that made the dish
she's the one that
scrubbers.
sent the stuff to us.
Yes,
We
I
got
love
that
them.
several 4 or 5 days ago, I guess.
Like 3 days ago.
3.
Wasn't it? Friday.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah.
We got it.
Yes.
And
Thank you. Let's see. I know there are a lot of people out there who are struggling and have had to resort to receiving government assistance. So I want to share a tip that may not be known. Yes, please share.
Okay.
That'd be great. Yes, everyone have a great week. Also tomorrow, be looking for a collaboration. I will have a video to come out later tomorrow. It is Pumpkin Palooza. So, Prepper Potpourri is hosting it. It is Pumpkin Palooza. So all of the channels that are participating tomorrow are going to be posting a pumpkin recipe, and it is an open collaboration. And she explains it in her video that if you want to put out a pumpkin recipe, then you have to hashtag it and tag her.
Oh no, Sunny's Place. I haven't tried the hot sauce yet. The habanero hot sauce that was given to us.
No, not yet.
That your boss gave to us when he got back from Belize. That hot sauce is one of my favorites. Oh, cool.
Nice. See, I grew up on a farm when I married 49 years. We stopped all that. I've returned to my roots the last 15 years.
Hecktown Homestead. Hey
awesome.
there. Sorry about that.
That's awesome, Carolyn. Red Waves. Love it. Love it. Thought there was already a Pumpkin Palooza. Yeah, Pumpkin Palooza 2022. Yeah, that is tomorrow. Is when everybody is supposed to post. So post.
Did they ever share what they were going to share?
Not yet.
Their tip?
No, they're probably typing it right now.
Oh, okay. Because we're going to have to go here in a minute.
Yeah. That is all right.
Tell me more about this Pumpkin Palooza.
So Pumpkin Palooza, everyone is that wants to participate, post a video using pumpkin in a recipe.
Just hold on.
Oh, shared it.
So L. Brooks just got here. It's freezing. Oh, it's freezing here in Franklin, Kentucky. I thought they said it's freezing rain in Franklin, Kentucky. I read it really quick. Freezing rain. Yeah, it's cold. It's cold outside.
Hecktown said, "Go Vols." Oh boy. Oh boy.
I have
Did I say bowls? Balls. I meant balls.
Go Vols.
Go Vols.
See a bunch of little orange wheat.
Okay. So Whisper, they said they did share it. Let me scroll up.
Oh, maybe they shared it and then they...
I probably have scrolled past it.
Yeah.
I'm not very...
We're zipping through them now, so...
Yeah, I'm not very smooth with this thing. Okay. Well, all right. We'll have to go back and find it.
Yeah, because I don't see it. Anyway.
Yeah, it's supposed to be cold till Thursday here as well.
Yeah. So everybody be safe. Be careful.
Warm.
Wherever you're at, you may have to stay warm. You may have to...
we brought our mums in. See?
Our friends from Texas, they're just like, yeah, we're fine here.
Yeah.
You know, it's still 80 degrees there. But anyway,
yeah.
You gonna wrap us up?
I will. So be watching for the videos this week. We've got Pumpkin Palooza. We've got Salvage Store Haul. And sometime in the near future, my video with Anna.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So until next time, remember to be vigilant, be prayerful, and be prepared. God bless you all. Don't forget to vote. And we will catch y'all the next one.
God bless. See y'all later.
Bye, y'all.
See ya.